Hello and welcome back to another OmniHeroes video. In this video we're just hopefully going to go through stages 61 through to 80 of Nightmare difficulty in Rift Odyssey, so let's jump in. As you can see, we have to go for an Avengers setup to get the damage reduction, so let's jump into the Avengers synergy. Now, what you can do, if you have a look at the little symbols that have been highlighted below the Avengers synergy, you can see that you can go for multiple setups within the Avengers synergy itself. So let me just show you what I mean. You can go for this setup, which would be an Elysian's setup, plus then one other Elysian, maybe I don't know, Leandra or Astrid, any of the units within here may be potentially a good fit for them. Specifically though, Leandra or Astrid would help out very much so. Now, the other synergy that you can go for within the Avengers lineup is something similar to this setup here. So you'd have your your three Phantoms, and potentially one other dragon unit as well. You know, possibly Elma, something like that. Karnak, Eudora, Seraphina. You know, a lot of different units. Mulan potentially as well for the extra damage. For me personally, I'm going to go with the other setup of the Elysians, just because I've not seen that in full swing yet. So we'll go for Sal, Lachesis, go for Mavis, Janna, and then we'll pop in. If we do want the Elysians to kick in, we would need to go for one other Elysian. So we could pop in Audrey here, we could pop in Nyx, Leandra, like this, for example. But I think we're just going to go with a full Avengers setup on this one with Nerissa. Now we're going to quick deploy, and it's going to give us the Avengers relic. So after dodge triggers, retaliates with a basic attack. I've got this one, applying taunt, but again, we don't particularly want this one. This is the one that we want. So at the start of battle, every 1 speed additionally increases the chance of casting ultimate skill twice. So yeah, powerful effect. Got to remove these, accuracy rate, heal rate, and we'll keep this in, because what we're going to do is going to increase speed again, and then we've got 2 more. So I think potentially out of the ones that I do have, the heal rate is probably the best one for Sal specifically. Let's go ahead, save that, and we need to choose our relics as well. So I did pick up the previous relic, the new seasonal relic, this one. Relic additionally increases max HP, so it's the Exorcism Cauldron, and increases max HP of all allies in Foggy Coliseum and Clash Domain. So we're not in this one, so we're not going to use that one. We will use the Hand of Tyr instead. Old reliable, as I've come to notice it. We're going to change up Mavis, put Lachesis at the back here, just because we do want Mavis to take a number of hits so that she does die, and then comes back to life, dealing that damage, as well as applying shield as well, or a chance for blessing. So we'll jump straight in with this team. If it does fail, we can switch it up, and I'll show you the team setup that I'll use if we do fail. Now 61, 81, 92 are all very difficult stages. Fortunately, we do have the 75% damage reduction, so if we do start to take too much damage, I don't think it should be that much of a problem, but might be worth it. So as you can see, what we're doing is we're trying to switch as many units into this top left hand corner as possible, and the reason for that is because they will all receive the buffs. So yeah, they'll all start to receive buffs based on that particular top left-hand corner over here. Unfortunately, Nerissa down. It is typically why we do put her on the back row, just because we don't want her in harm's way. But we do remove all buffs here. And Janna double ulting here as well. Now it's the reflect damage that seems to be the problem. But we do get Nerissa with a triple ult as well. Sal I don't think is going to do too much damage. No, not at the moment. Second attack, again, still not as powerful as it could be. I think this is going to be a long match. But I think we will pull through with thanks to Janna's shielding as well. So something to keep in mind, I do have Janna's exclusive runes. That's a shame. So the reason that we're all doing basic attacks here is because all of Ayushta's attack missed as well. So yeah, I think we just need to start pumping up that damage. And what I might do is, because each match with this team is going to take 1,000 years, because the Avengers are effectively, for me, they are the slowest of all teams. They just build up so slowly. Now they do build up, and they do get to the point where you are doing a lot of damage. But again, it's just... yeah, it's just a lot. So go ahead and skip this one. How far do we get? So it did take 11 rounds, so we would have had to sit through it for another 11 rounds, but I don't fancy doing that. So let's go ahead and keep skipping through. If we do hit a stage that we can't beat, we can change things up slightly. It looks like 7 rounds. Sal doing the most damage there. This one might be a bit more trouble because we do have that enemy Talinas there as well. Yeah. So the enemy Talinas will apply the stun to our units, which is something that we don't particularly want. Fortunately, wasn't enough that time, so we were able to get through. Sometimes it is just RNG. It really can just be RNG sometimes. Now, there is 3 Monarchs on the enemy team. Yeah, so it took 13 rounds that time in order to get through. But fortunately, I think we should be good to go. Now, the enemy here, Emily, she will apply certain buffs. It's Plague, reducing HP by 50% every round, and we need 25 buffs to overcome that. So yeah, unfortunately not doing enough damage. Fortunately we were able to do enough damage, only just though, round 15. So I think what I might do is I might take out Nerissa on this one and put in Atrops, and hopefully we'll start to do a little bit more damage, I think. Yeah, so in under 6 rounds on that one. Janna doing the most here. We will stop on round 70 as well, just to see how quickly we're getting through. But as you can see, becoming much more effective and much more efficient with Atrops on the team, giving that attack buff as well. So this is stage 69. Nice. So consistently around 5 rounds this time, so I think we can jump in. If it does get, you know, too long or too much, then I will take out, I will go ahead and skip. But we do have the Snake Queen, which applies the attack, so increases attack by 25% as well. So a powerful ability indeed. Hopefully we'll be able to weather the storm on this one though. So we'll get the Holy Shield removed from the back row. Ah, so they've got more than 1 or 2 stacks of Holy Shield available to them. But as you can see below Lachesis here, she's been switching around, and we do kind of need Mavis to switch around as well, so that our other units can get this. Oh no, so it is just there. So as you can see, the Mystic Fountain below is increasing Lachesis' basic, just overall attack. Fortunately, able to remove all of the buffs from the enemies using her attack there, and now passed over to Sal, who hopefully will do a fair chunk of damage with this attack as well. Yeah, so wiped out more than half health. And Mavis here. We do lose all of our buffs because there are 2 Celestials on the enemy team, but it looks like we've got this one covered. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and skip this as well. So yeah, it looks like in under 5, or within 5 rounds, it should be absolutely fine using that setup, or the other setup that I showed as well. Now this one is Dooms, so we're just going to go full Dooms on this one. In fact, so let's go ahead and have it this way, and we'll jump in using the Dooms relics as well. Now the reason I'm choosing shield over the hammer is because hammer's primary function is to stun, but these enemies cannot be stunned. And then what we'll do, quick deploy, we're going to take out the taunt mechanic, we're going to put in the double ult mechanic as well, and then triggering stun. We don't particularly trigger stun because we physically cannot, and that's crit, so we don't particularly use crit. And this is a duration of debuffs, and we don't really debuff enemies either. So we'll add in our speed runes, and then we'll increase crit rate, and we've got 1 more, so we'll increase damage boost by 20% just as a filler, and hopefully this will be enough. I don't particularly have many Dooms artifacts. I will eventually, over the course of the season, I'm pretty sure I will do, but we'll just have to see. So enemies here getting ready, we get all of our buffs, and we will do the old switcheroo. Hopefully we can switch back Doris in time. Yeah, we really do need to switch Doris out. That is a shame. Doing loads of damage to us, unfortunately.
Embrace the frost. Vanish under the dawn's judgment. Vanish under the dawn's judgment.
Yeah, so that's an L. Oh my goodness me. Wow. Right, so potentially we need higher reflect rate as well. Effect resistance, it was this one. Higher reflect rate as well. So take that out. Speed, fine. Accuracy, no, we do want... Taunt doesn't apply, stun doesn't apply. Go ahead and increase attack, and we'll increase max HP as well. Just see how this affects things. I do think it is the switch mechanic that is the problem, and the switch mechanic will come from Madeline and come from Ayushta as well. But we'll just have to see how it goes. Oof, painful. So what I'm going to do is, in fact, I'm going to take out Ayushta and I'm going to take out Madeline. And we're going to go to our Monarchs team over here. So we still have our 3 Dooms in here, but we are going to go to Monarchs, and we want... I would probably say we'll try these 2. I don't think it's going to be super impactful. We may still potentially lose, but because we don't have the full 3 Dooms, but we do have 3 Monarchs in the build as it stands. Potentially swapping out. Potentially swapping out Macaria for Merlin, who works very well in combination with Howitzer. But it is the crit damage that they're doing, which is restoring shields and health, which is a real pain. Yeah, unfortunate. Right, let's go ahead and try a different setup then. We'll go with the old reliable. Where have you gone? 1, 2, 3. 4 and 5. Take out shield. Put hammer in. I should be fine with that. We will quick deploy. So we've got our ethereal relic in. We'll take out the taunt because we don't need it. Take out heal rate, accuracy rate, and we'll put in speed. Put in speed and the speed relic as well. Brings up to 23. So we can go ahead and put in increased crit rate as well. And let's see how this works without the damage reduction on here. So remember, there's going to be no switching because we don't have any Elysian units in here. We will. I suspect that Atrops will die quite quickly, but we should be able to keep up pace, specifically with this shield team here. Yeah, so as you can see, Atrops died right away. But with the fact that we've got our shield in here, our shield artifact, then our team on the back row will not die as long as there is one more. So the team on the allies on the back row won't die as long as there is somebody alive on the front row, which in this case will be Elmer. No double proc, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So as you can see, reducing their crit rate as well. Very powerful ability. See, even one crit strike on the enemy, on our team, will restore full health and full shields. Fortunately, we've got a double Elmer proc here. So we are going to wear them down slowly, even though they look like they're healing. We will hopefully be able to take out a lot of their shielding and a lot of their health as well. Let me see this quad. I know you can do it. Let me see this quad. Yeah, I told you. Quad super from Eudora there. What a flipping unit. What a flipping unit. That was 5. Nah, there's no way. So it's a triple from Katrina here. So as you can see, thanks to that shield, able to power through. Now, that did take 6 rounds. I think we spent enough time on that stage. I'm going to try one more time. In fact, no, we've already got it set up. So let's go ahead, jump straight in, and we'll just power through with this team. The Dooms team can be very squishy, very squishy. So that was within 2 rounds. So it was just the previous team was exceptionally strong. I don't fancy switching back and forth and taking all that time up because we're already at sort of 20 minutes now. So we'll look to get to stage 75 on the boss mission.
In time, all will I am reborn from the
Right, okay, and the Phantom Queen. So it is Dooms. We will try Dooms. I'm not super confident in the Dooms team, specifically this one. Potentially the next time I get some of the tokens, I will get Merlin involved as well in the season synergy, but we'll just have to see. So yeah, we'll go with these relics here, and then we can take out you. In fact, we need you back in. Take out crit rate, and then that leaves us with 15, so we're going to increase our reflect rate. Where are you? Do I even have it? No, I don't. Looking for the damage reduction, but don't have that one. We'll try this one. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. If worse comes to us, we'll just move back over to the previous team that's been set up. We'll just see how much damage these guys are actually doing to us, and whether or not we can survive. Yeah, so every time they attack, they do 1 damage to themselves, but could really do with seeing how much damage the Queen is going to do. So the boss on this one, and how much reflect damage is going to be done to her. Okay, so increase our max HP. Able to survive this one.
drown in the depths of the ocean. Drown in the depths of the ocean. Embrace the frost. Embrace the frost.
Double ult.
Vanish under the dawn's judgment.
As you can see, we're not doing too much damage to the Queen here. We are double supering, which has increased our reflect rate, or it did increase our reflect rate up to 1500%. Fortunately, that shield coming in very handy. Okay. I think this is going to be either a very long fight or a very short fight. So what I'm going to do is because I'm very conscious of time, we're up to 24 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and skip. So like it's 23 rounds to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share that so that I can create another video, and I'll share it with my good friend Rokan here, just so I can have a look later, and he can have a look if he wants to. But I think we can go ahead and press on, potentially with this team, and get to level 80. No, unfortunate. Yes, it is a shame. I think I just need different artifacts, if I'm honest. Sort of different legendary artifacts to boost the strength of that team there. Take shield out. Put in. Where have you gone? guess we do want you. For the ethereal synergy. We'll go back to our previous team setup.
Our enemies will learn true suffering.
My creations will destroy my soul.
My flames burn all evil. I have heard your prayers.
We need to put our Swiftfoot boots on. Those who know. And then hopefully we'll be able to push through.
The fading glow of the
Yeah, so 5 rounds, not bad. Take that.
I'm Captain Katrina. I am reborn from the ashes. The fading glow of my flames burn all.
And we'll get up to this final mission and just see who the boss is.
I am reborn from the ashes.
Looks like Gwyn, so it shouldn't be a problem with the stuff that we've got at the moment. But again, we're up to sort of 26 minutes. Let's see how long this plays out. If it does go on for too long, which I suspect it won't do, but if it does, we'll skip and go straight to the end. I just want to see this team in action again. Oh, I love this team. Adding in Atrops as well. If they'd added in Atrops to the Hunter synergy last season, that would have been messed up. That really would have been messed up. Fortunately, they didn't. So it would have been nice to see though. We get the double proc, triple ult turn 1, of course. So curse has been applied, which will reduce our attack down.
Be gone.
Unbreakable, like a heart of stone. Unbreakable, like a heart of stone. Unbreakable, like a heart of stone.
Burn to ashes.
Just messed up.
Burn to ashes. Burn to ashes.
That is a quad ult, and that is consistent as well. Am I counting wrong? Was that 5?
Extermination.
That's mental.
Extermination.
Aim, fire. Aim, fire.
There we go. And we can go ahead and skip this one. So it would have taken 8 rounds, so it would have been a long time. But that is stage 61 to 80. Looks like in order to get through that Dooms, if you don't have the right artifacts, then it will take you, you will need to use a different team. I mean, my Dooms team is relatively powerful. I mean, you know, they're all above sort of 10 stars, except for Lamia and Madeline. But still wasn't able to push through. Just want to say thanks very much for watching. If you've got any comments, please do leave them down below. And if you want to see more, if you want to like and subscribe to the channel, be really appreciated. Thanks for watching. You have a good day.